Today we're looking at refugees, and we're learning to understand what a refugee is, why people become refugees, and to learn a little bit about refugee camps. I wonder what a refugee is. Let's have a look. It's a person who has been forced to leave their country. There is someone who is also an asylum seeker, but they've left their country of origin. Why would someone become a refugee? There are many different reasons why. The first reason is that they might leave their home because of war, a natural disaster such as a flood, earthquake or a volcanic eruption, and that might cause people to flee their country. A person might escape their home to avoid persecution, so they might be being chased or something like that. When a refugee escapes from their country and home, they travel to another place where they feel safe. Often people travel for days and weeks to arrive at the country. Sometimes people walk, other times they travel by car, lorry or boat. What sort of things do you think a refugee would take with them? Because they're travelling for a long time, refugees usually take very little. They only take things that are vital and precious. Let's have a look at a refugee camp. Look at the big crowded area here in this picture. When a refugee enters a new country, they may try to get into a refugee camp. Often there are big queues. They have to stay in these camps until the application to stay in the country has been agreed on. And this can take a long time. Once it's been agreed, though, a refugee has received refugee status. This is an example of a refugee boy Ali from Afghanistan. He had to leave his country and his home and become a refugee. And we'll watch this video later. You can see how far he travelled, though. He travelled all the way from Afghanistan right into Europe. During the First World War and the Second World War, many refugees came to the United Kingdom and to England. Currently, there are more refugees in the world due to war and persecution than ever before in world history. Over 65 million people are refugees, of which over half are children. That's a huge number of people. There are refugees in Greece, Syria, Bangladesh, Uganda, Rwanda, and Jordan. In 2015, hundreds and thousands of people arrived in Jordan as refugees. In Uganda, over 2 million people from Sudan had fled to Uganda as refugees. Rwanda, thousands of people are in refugee camps. There is not enough food and water, so people are also facing health problems. In Greece, charities are working to help refugees. Nearly 500,000 people have been helped so far. And in Bangladesh, thousands of people have entered Bangladesh escaping persecution in Myanmar. Everybody has a right to be safe. Discuss this point.